It's good. Happy Monday. Back at it. Gotta get my dashboard open and then we'll get started. Is it bad that I don't even remember what we did last night? That is good. That is awesome. Thank you guys for the support. Alright. Oh shit. Wait. Test. Why does the audio sound like that? The audio sounds horrific. Wait. Yeah. The audio is like messed up. Hold on. It's wait, test. I'm sorry guys. Test. Better work. Yes, okay. I'm so sorry about that. What the fuck even was that? Okay, I'm sorry guys. My audio is so messed up. My bad, guys. It was playing it was playing from my webcam, bro. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry you had to endure that. By the way, I changed my name. Used to be Board Game Maker, which was not a great name. I made board games when I was younger, but I don't do it anymore. Oh, okay. So you're a board game. It's okay. So Night Owl. I'll call you Night Owl. Good to see you guys in. I'm sorry about the audio mess up. That was that was fun to deal with for a little bit, huh? It's a good way to start the stream. That's how you know it's gonna be a good stream. Is when you have mess ups like that. All right, so we got some good stuff to get into today. We got some good goals I got for myself. We got the Arizona The Arizona green tea. You know what I'm saying? Got the Arizona green tea. We here, we live, we got good audio now, thank God. We ready to go. Good to see Bites. Good to see Unto One. Unto One, I think is how you pronounce it. Good to see you guys. Hope all is doing well. W drink. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Love that drink. Slept on. And it's cheap. It's a cheap drink too. So, you know, I'm like very for that. I like myself a cheap drink. All right. So let's look at the last commit just to kind of back up what we did last time. Or like what the last thing we did was. The last thing we did wasn't anything too insane. Right, we were fixing printing mistakes. We fixed the current index. We changed size T. Right, I do remember that. Size T, size T. Is that it? Yeah, some more printing mistakes, I guess. Fixed a lot of this stuff. But I think we're good. Nothing too crazy. I think we just need to fix, obviously, what's listed over there, which is, whenever it prints, like here, let me recreate it really quick, just for you guys to see. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll just do this. Why not? That's taking a while. I don't know if it made it. Yeah, I just want to see really quickly this error one more time. So print stats works fine. Yeah, okay, yeah. So this right here, the memory addresses is our first target of the day, I would say. So we're gonna be working on that first. But hope everyone's having a good night, having a good Monday. I know it's hard to have a good Monday, but do your best. Hope you're doing your best. Finally reached 500 subs. Wanted to thank you guys for that. We're at like, what are we at? Like, we're at like 507, something like that. Beep, what's up, Van? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, 509. Interesting. Yeah, so appreciate the support, you guys. It's been amazing. So thank you for that. So the memory addresses, why are those displaying? So it happens in the combat loop. Let's see what happens in the combat loop that makes it print. Right, because it happens process turn, perform action, get enemy skill, get enemy target, get player skill. So it's probably get player skill. So what it's doing is it's doing get skills, const vector skill. What the fuck is this? Okay, get skills, skill list, and then print skills, source print skills, print out usable skills. So it's happening there. So we need to go to the character class. Might have been okay Monday, 500 subs, nice indeed. Well, glad you're having a okay Monday. It was kind of overcast today where I'm at, but I like the rain. I like the rain, so I was not mad at it. So I wish it would rain more here where I'm at, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I feel like if it rained too much, I'd get tired of it or something, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, see, this is literally just printing the skill itself, when really what we should be doing is we should be doing skill.name or get name. Do we have a get name? don't even think we have a get name for it. Do we store the name? We store the name, don't we? Let's check this really quick. We don't even store the name of a skill? What am I doing? I mean, like, it can be default at first, but in the constructor, it should... Because we have skill list, which lists out the skill names, right? But we're using a pointer to reference them. So therefore, it's just returning... I mean, I guess we could just like dereference it, I guess, but I don't really. Why? Like, we should store the name. We should store the name. Like, I mean, that just makes sense. We should store the name of a skill. I mean, that just kind of. Let's just. I don't see why that's not a thing. And then we'll have it be passed into the constructor. String in. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did all this just mess up? Oh wait, I don't even know why I did that. Stupid. My bad, guys. I just got here. Alright, so my brain's still like waking up. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Personally, I had a decent day, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Went to work. It's Thanksgiving break for me, so I didn't have to go to class today, which was awesome. It was nice. See, I get to talking and then I like totally forget what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so now we should have the name. So let's actually where do we create the name? Let's see that. And by the way, don't we need to change these guys too? Yeah, we do. Yeah, so we need to change these guys and how they work. Right. I believe so. Like string in. Right. And then string in. Had to make sure. Yeah. So that should all still work kind of how it needs to, and then same thing for this. It's a pretty easy fix. I think I'm also going to fix this as well. I don't know how much you guys have looked at this specific file. If you've had the unfortunate mistake of looking at this file, but this file is not needed. This file is an unnecessary mess that does not need to exist. So today, we're going to fix this. This has been here for far too long. It was a short-term fix to what I thought was going to be a very easy to solve problem, but clearly I just started throwing shit together and we ended up with this. So we're gonna basically fix this today, and the way that we're gonna do it is we're basically just gonna have a pure virtual void function for each character, and then depending on the class, we'll override the formula for how, because what this is doing is it's formulating what each class's stats should be, like whenever it's constructed. So therefore, this honestly should just be in the class itself instead of being in some separate file. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do that today as well, because it's been here probably since like my second stream, like with this project. So we definitely need to do something about that. So that'll be fun. And then I had something else in mind. I forgot. I think we were gonna add colored text, something like that. I don't know. Should have made a to-do list. I don't know why I didn't, but it's okay. We'll just kind of wing it. All right, so that should be fixed. So now in the skill list, we need to set the name to just basic, or wait, set the name to attack. Yeah, we would have needed this eventually anyways, because like what? We want the character to pick between basic attack and basic defend. Like no, let's not do that. Let's just do defend. Right. Okay, perfect. So those will be the names of the skills, and then now we can go back. Where was that? This is a place where something like the pirate software array would actually be useful, or maybe a global struct. Global struct is better. The global array. Yeah, for sure. I think what I would do, or what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna override how, because like, every character is going to have those formulas do something. So we're just gonna have it where, so we're just gonna kind of basically state what they're gonna do. But yeah, I could be like pirate software right now. You know what I mean? Just pirate had one massive global array for all of his game values. Yeah, no, I saw screenshots. I saw screenshots. That was atrocious. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say this. I mean, I can't say nothing. I got this. You know what I mean? But he worked at Blizzard for 7 years. You know, so like, you know, making a mistake like that is crazy. And apparently, he worked for the government. So him to make a mistake such as that, with those credentials, you know. Okay, so now we can do. Well, no, wait. We need to do for the skills. We need to do like a get name instead. I mean, we could reference the name, I guess. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. We'll just have it. Let's just like a get name. Just simple. So. Skill. Get name. Const and then return. Oh, he did work at Blizzard? He never mentions it. I know, he's pretty humble. Pirate Software is pretty, he's a pretty humble guy. Yeah. That's actually what he's known for. He's, you know, we made the right person famous. You know what I mean? That's just what he is, though, you know? Stand-up guy. Get name. Okay. That should be good now, right? Or wait, would it be this? Yeah. Yeah, see, that's why that wasn't working, because we're not we weren't dereferencing it. So that should be fixed now. Let's go ahead and try this out. It should work. Oh, nice. Oh wait, did I not include string? Yeah, I think we would need to include string. I thought I did include string. What are we talking about? String? Well, okay, but that's not in skills, is it? No, it's not. Okay, yeah, we'll just include string. Why not? Okay, that shouldn't work. No, it doesn't work. Wait, okay, so what am I doing wrong? What? Dude, you cut your hair? No. No, I was actually wearing a wig the whole time. Last couple of weeks. What's going on here? Do you like it though? At first, I had mixed feelings about it because I was like, damn, I kind of miss my long hair. But at the same time, though, I just don't take care of it. Like, I don't take care of my long hair ever. So I was just like, I'm just gonna cut it off. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. What? What? Can you not hear me? Is my mic messed up again? Bro, I don't know why my mic automatically went to my webcam at the start of the stream. That makes no sense. I think it's because I unplugged it when I first started the stream. I'm trying to understand what I did wrong. It's nice, man. You look a bit tough now. Tough? Do I look tough? Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Plato's Playbook. I don't know if I'd call myself tough, though. It's gotta be the muscles, right? Does it need to be included here? That doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, should actually no wait, it would though, right? Because technically they're declared here, right? I think. I don't know. We'll do something until it works. Don't really care too much about it. Yeah, okay, it still doesn't work. What the dude? Oh wait, no, this is in character, isn't it? Wait, no, it's not in character. No, it's all in skill. This is in character, obviously, because skills get named doesn't make sense because string does not match a type. Oh wait, no, I think I understand exactly what's going on. Yeah, no, I know what's going on. It's because I got to do this, right? Yeah. Stupid. I think so. I might look stupid here. I don't know. No, I think that's it. Nice. Wasn't it? Wait a minute. There isn't there is one there's an error that isn't as much. What's up, Sean? I was coding Space Invaders, looked at the code. I was line 40. It's kind of short for finishing up the game. I was right. Oh boy. For a game like Space Invaders, yeah, that sounds like it's too short, honestly. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going. Oh, I do actually know what's going on there. Yes, I do. Well, first off, get name. Well, that's fixed, but it's not fixed here, is it? Right. Okay. So we have to do this, and then we'd have to do this. That's okay. That should fix it, though. That should fix it. I figured about that. Hmm. Okay, what are these errors, first off? Damage HP. Damage HP. So we're having issues with damage HP here. Oh shit, sorry guys. Damage HP. Wait, did I... What? Oh, right, because... Yeah, okay. So I gotta do it for all of them. Hold on. Before we do anything else, let's just make sure that this actually does work. Also, I'm not even listening to any music. See, that's why I'm not coding very well, because I'm not listening to any music at all. I mean, you guys are listening to music, you know, but I had nothing playing in my ears, so that's why I'm not coding very well. Because of that. Okay, now we're locked in. String. Okay, I think that's it. Right? Nice. I think I know what that is. What is that? I think I know what that is. Okay, now try again. Nice. Okay. All right, we fixed it. Let's go. What music do you actually listen to? Um, do you guys want me to play it for you really quick? Hold on. Yeah, I'll play it for you real quick. It might copyright it, but it's okay. I can just mute the volume. Here, I'll let you guys listen. Just really quickly. Just really, really quickly. If you had to guess, you probably wouldn't even be able to. I'd be blasting that soundtrack from the movie Social Network. That's actually pretty smart. All right, here's what I'm listening to currently. How do I play on here? Oh, there we go. Nope, still not letting me do it. Oh, there we go. Make sure the volume's okay. Might be loud. Let me make sure. All right, that's enough of that. Back to house music. Unless you guys want to keep whatever. But there you go. That's the music I listen to. That's just one song. But uh I do like other genres though. Like that's like usually what I listen to like when I'm like locked in. You know what I mean? But like I don't know. I like recently I've been I thought you would listen to lo-fi stuff. Nah, nah. Lo-fi is like I don't know, like I like lo-fi but not like when I'm you know what I mean? Oh, it's still playing on the desktop. There we go. Yeah, no. No. Not too much lo-fi really. Um it puts me to sleep if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean I like other genres too. Every now and then, you know what I mean? But that's kind of what I listen to regularly. Like I like some R&B stuff too. That's always nice. Okay, nice. So now it actually displays what it needs to. This we probably need to adjust this, make this print differently. This also still doesn't print how we need it to. Okay, so more printing mistakes. Nice. That's fine. It's pretty simple to fix. Whenever there's lyrics, it distracts me. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I mean for certain songs, yeah. Like I listen to one of my favorite artists is oh, one of my favorite artists is Drake, right? Um and I can't listen to him. I can't listen to him because I'll start singing the lyrics, you know. So he's more of a when I'm driving. I listen to dark techno. Dark techno? Techno's cool, but dark techno? Was that like evil? Like evil music? I'm playing. Uh yeah, so let's print those or let's fix those printing mistakes really quick. But what music do you guys listen to? I'm curious. Just curious. I've been listening to a lot of Radiohead recently. Radiohead's pretty cool. I know that's like super basic, but still. I think it's in combat loop where we do that. So let's go to the combat loop really quick. I need to plug in my laptop. Yeah, but what music do you guys listen to? And also put me on a new music, please. I'm always open to new music. I'm a big enjoyer in music. All right, let's go to, where do we print it? Print it here. So what we should do is we should do maybe like a C out. Or no, wait, we can just do, we should do that here. There's no reason to do an extra line. Do that, indel, enemy party, new line. Or we might want to do, because print party info, I think that already does a new line, so we're doing an extra new line, which is good. That's what we want. I don't know. Let's see. A lot of early Kanye. Ooh, okay, okay. That's good. I'm Radiohead's underground. That's funk trust. Different vibe than basic techno. It's harder bass. Gotcha. There's some lots to 808s and heartbreaks. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't know I had some. I didn't know you guys knew ball like that. Come on now. But only when I work out smooth criminal before I start any meeting and nothing else on a regular basis. I'm not very knowledgeable with genres. I have a playlist called Just Weird Crap on Spotify. Fair enough. Fair enough. Discovery. Discovery. 808 and Heartbreak. See, I never really did mess with that one as much. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I guess I don't know ball, but my favorite of his is probably Yay. You know? His 2018 thing. Daft Punk is cool. That's dope. Yeah, Kanye. Hate to see what he's doing these days, but you know, he will always have my ears. All right. What else was there? There was. Where do we do that at? We do it here, yeah. This one isn't printing right. It's the for loop. It does that, and then it does. Okay, yeah. So we need to do an indel as well right there. Unreleased Kanye on top. Wyoming Air was fire. It was fire, bro. Ghost Town is probably. Oh, sorry. Ghost Town's probably like top 2 favorite songs of all time. I'll be honest. Like that song is just perfection, bro. Like I feel kind of free. I can't sing, but well, I can't sing quiet. I'll say that. I can't sing quiet. I'm trying to be quiet. But I mess with anyone like Tame Impala. I've listened to a lot of Tame Impala recently. Like I just started listening to Tame Impala. And bro, his Currents album, obviously that's super basic, but you know, bittersweet poetry. Nah, Kanye will always have. I guess I'm like college dropout for his best album. That's fair. That's fair. Can't really go wrong with that. She's so self-conscious. She has no idea what she doing in college. The major that she majored in don't make no money. She won't drop out. Her parents will look at her funny. Tell me that ain't insecure. There was an error here too. What was the error? I didn't even look at it. Or there wasn't like an error, but it was like it said something weird about it, bro. Or was it? Oh, it might have been here. It was here. Yeah, it said something like this. It said it had no effect, but maybe it's like going based on something else. I don't know. I don't like his latest album very much, but cute cover though. I haven't really been paying attention to whatever Kanye does these days, honestly. I like his song 530. That was pretty sick. 530 the car missing, whatever that one is. That was pretty cool. He had some fire hits though, I'll be honest. I mean, last year, the first Bully Leaks came out. It was so good. Preacher Man, yeah. Love Letter, yeah. Yeah, current Kanye's disappointment. Unfortunately. It's okay though. He gave us College Dropout. That's all we need. Let's check how it prints now. Okay, I love it when Spotify gives me like the most random songs that I've never heard before and assumes I'm gonna just love them. Like, what am I listening to right now? Anyone like Future? Apparently he's locking in for his next album, but I don't know, man. That's what they always say. They always say that. Don't fall for it, bro. He always says that. People around him always say that shit. Like, bro, don't fall for that. Kanye hasn't been locked in since Dark Fantasy. I mean, I'll just be honest. He hasn't been locked in since Dark Fantasy. What's up, Foxy? How are you? Hope you're doing good. We're talking about Kanye West right now. That's our conversation. Okay, this print's way better. I think this could use some adjustments. Also, this looks weird. Oh, wait, no. I remember we were gonna do bro, why didn't you guys remind me, bro? What the fuck? That thing ain't dropping, dog. We've been inhaling that copium for like 3 albums now. Yeah. They always say, oh, that new Kanye. You hear that new Kanye? Fuck no, not. Fuck no, I don't. I don't want to. So we don't need this anymore. We need class. Yeah, because I remember now. Class displayed. We're like clearing the console every action. I have thought about that. I have thought about that. How do you do that again? Don't make fun of me for saying that. It's like system something, right? Yeah, system. Yeah, because it uses like a library or something. Although isn't that oh wait, we can just use oh okay, we can just use escape codes. We'll just do that. Cause that's way better. Yeah, we'll do that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Foxy. I think I will do that because it can get very cluttered very quickly. So I appreciate that. There's been a lot of things I've been meaning to do, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Let's do what I was just doing though. Class displayed next to name and print info. Yeah, we'll do that. The only rapper I know of is Juice WRLD. I've heard of him. When I was in high school or late, like 8th grade, XXX Tentacion, that was my shit. Him and Ski Mask, all of which my shit. Where is print info again? That's right, it's character. Wait, we're not even storing what class they are we? Store character classes and character. Yeah, okay, yeah. This Juice WRLD. Yeah, you're good. It's nice that you take feedback. Yeah, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm a student. And also, like, you know, it's good to get a get good ideas. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna know what to do, right? Or I don't know like the best plan of action is, all that. So. Okay, how do we do this? Store character, class type, and character. So we're basically just storing the name of the class, right? Which, I mean, I feel like there's a better, like, there's got to be an easy way to do this, right? I mean, we could just store it like as a member, but I feel like that's too much. Like, I feel like that's just not needed. Like, we can just do so much here. Should probably make abstractions so that a class is an abstraction of a character. Character is an abstract class. We'll be on learning fun stuff then. Not fun too. Thank you, Foxy. I appreciate it. Could do a virtual function for printing and then override it differently. Ooh, I like that actually. That's good, Night Owl. I like that. We'll do that. Yeah. So the way that it works is Archer, for instance, right, inherits from character, because character is a yeah. You're good. We're having a switch on. See, I was thinking of doing that. But I was like, do we really need to like store? I mean, I guess maybe. Yeah, maybe actually. Because we might want to use that for something else as well. Right? Like, I feel like that would make the most sense. Like, because we might want the name not just for this, but like for other things too. Right? So, we might just do that, honestly. Or just have an enum that gets set in the class constructor because you already have to set. Yeah. It's kind of like table switch case generated for you. I just think it's like, I don't know. I think we'll just do an enumeration, honestly. So let's go to character. We can just do like warrior, archer. Wait, archer? No, mage. Mage, archer, healer. Right. We'll just store it here for now. I don't really care. And then, yeah, whenever the constructor does its thing. Oh, we need to name this, obviously. Wait. I don't know. We'll just do class type, class, or character class. And then not in these constructors, but in these constructors. We'll just set character class equal to and then it's like, what is it again? Class type, and then yeah, this is archer, so we do archer. Right, so something kind of like this, I guess. Yeah, why not? And then we can just have it be printed, because I feel like we might need this for something else too. Like, we might need to get the name of the class for something else too. One thing is the boss and the enemy is kind of weird. We could just add that, I guess. It doesn't have to be separate. Yeah, why not? Not that we'd like need that, I guess. Well, that's kind of weird too, because it's like, yeah, screw it. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Who cares? Yes, archer, boss. Sorry, wait. Keep forgetting what I'm calling it last time. Okay, it's not reading that. Is there a reason for that? We should probably inherit the enemy class. Yeah, probably. I haven't really decided how I was gonna do the bosses and the enemies yet. Like, what I was thinking of doing later on is just having the enemies be a mage, a warrior, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just doing that. Like, enemy was more so, they were more so temporary classes, more than anything. So, Wait, is boss even inheriting from? It should be. Yeah, it's inheriting from character. So what's going on? I'm just confused as to why that's not able to work. Can healer work? Healer can work. It's healer. Yeah, that works fine. And then let's just do it for the rest really quick. Okay, and then for enemy, it's not showing up for whatever reason. But like, why is that though? Because we can do this, but then we can't do enemy. It just doesn't work. So what's going on there? Okay, I'm confused. Do I need to restart VS Code or something? Because I feel like this should work. You can make an for enemy, probably. Erasure. I mean, enemy and boss are both here in class type. I mean, we didn't change anything with archer, healer, anything like that. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Characters included. Characters included in boss. Characters included in enemy. Yeah, because I mean, an enemy is a character. A boss is a character. Hold on, Gangnam. Hold on. We're gonna restart VS Code. Let's see what we do here. It's probably not gonna solve a damn thing, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Did it fix? No, it didn't. Okay, so something's going on. Okay, that's fun. Love that. Oh, nice. And now I can't. Now I can't look at VS Code. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, so it's still not working. But it does, though. And so, yeah, boss is here too. What's broken? I have an enumeration type, class type. Every character has class type. Everything else works just fine. We can assign the character class to class type archer for the archer class. But for the enemy class, it's not updating. Same for the boss. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The thing is, I made the other 4 types initially, but then I added boss and enemy. And so now it's just like, okay, now it just doesn't do anything. I'm trying to understand like what's going on here, but I mean, enemy and boss, it's got to be something to do with. It's literally the same thing. Wait, what? What? The fuck's going on? Huh? Right, it should do character, right? Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? It is included in the enemy header, yeah, but I think something's going on with the include path. Gotta be in an include issue or something, yeah. I think I see what's going on. We'll find this. What is going on? I had just fixed these. Yeah, okay, so that should do that, and then it should do this. Yeah, this is what we had. Still doesn't get it. Enemy is able to. What? The fuck? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit lost. I ain't gonna lie. A bit lost. I just don't understand, like, what exactly is going on here. Because it's, I don't understand. Everything's the same. Does it compile though? Change it to an enumeration class if it's not already. Oh, you mean like is your name collision enemy and enemy are both the same? Enemy and enemy are both the same? You're talking about like the derived class enemy and then naming it enemy? You're right, there could be issues that come about that, but at the same time though, it doesn't have an issue with the others. I don't think it would compile. Let's change it to an enumeration class. Don't you just do like enum class or something? Hmm. We can try to compile it, I guess. It's not probably not gonna work. Yeah. What the yo, what? What? Multiple definitions of class type. That's what's going on. There's multiple definitions of class type. Where else do we have a class type definition? Brother, when did I do this? When did I do this? And you know what's crazy? I named it the exact same thing. What the what? No, this is the issue. Yeah, it's multiple definitions. It's going based on this definition, yeah. Oh, jeez. This whole thing is a mess, dude. I need to like dedicate one stream just to like cleaning up a bunch of stuff I'm not even using anymore. It's just the same, different header, glitch fixed. What if I delete this, if it would go away? Yeah, it does. Jeez, dude. Yeah, I should remove one of the definitions. Yeah, that's dumb. And honestly, it might be better to put it in stats. Although, no, I don't see the reason for that. Honestly. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the combat. No. Let's go back to character. Print info, and we're gonna have it where. Yeah. We're gonna have it where we do. Character class. Can we just reference that? I think so, right? And it'll like display it. It honestly might not. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's valid now that I think about it. Let's see, you know, so have the problems where this class type is optional, so that's one. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, because I guess that would. I guess that wouldn't really make sense. We can just do like a. We could just do like a virtual function that prints differently depending on, or maybe we could just do like just a normal function for the character, and we use like an if statement or something. I don't know. But that seems kind of weird. I don't know. Might just want to do a pure virtual function. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll do like a get. Yeah, we'll do like a get class or something like that. Yeah, like a get class would make the most sense. So, well, get class. We're not really getting the class. Yeah, let's do print class. Let's do that. We'll do a pure virtual, I think. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we'll just do a simple print. It doesn't. I mean, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Hmm? What are you talking about? Oh, did I declare that wrong? What? We just don't declare this, I guess. Maybe it's because we. Oh, it's because we const. Yeah, that's why. I think, right? It would like it was const and then it was override. Right? Yeah, that's what it was. Use aggregation to combine properties into your objects. This way you'll not be limited later. Interesting. Only write virtual interfaces and use aggregation to combine properties into your objects. Huh. So this probably wouldn't be a good idea? Is kind of what you're saying? It's live. Thank you. Kame, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. The world can be so cold. No, because what if you want an archer that is a boss, for instance, or an archer who is also a healer? Oh, I see what you mean. Like if I wanted two different classes to kind of be the same thing, depending on the game, you might even want to avoid virtual functions altogether for performance, but it shouldn't really matter for a text-to-picture game. Do they affect performance in that way? Really? I guess it kind of makes sense. Is there a reason you give out and keep the repo public? A reason I give out and keep the repo public? What do you mean? Like, is there just a general reason why I keep it public? I mean, I keep it public just for if anyone wants to see it, I guess. If anyone wants to fork it or whatever. That's kind of the main reason I do it. Dude, I got like eye bags. If the CPU can't predict the next thing that gets used, it has a harder time fetching things to the CPU ahead of time. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Right, yeah. Interesting. It's good to know. Good to know. I mean, with this game, like when it comes to what you said, the diamond problem, like an archer who's also a healer, I didn't really um I didn't really like I wanted it if like every class to be like kind of exclusive, like you just have one class. You know what I mean? Like you're not kind of this and that, I guess, like when I was making it. Although I mean I see what you mean for sure. Um like if I needed something to be like multiple different things, then yeah, I probably wouldn't have done something like this. Oh my gosh. I need to wake up, bro. Alright. One way for better performance is if you have separate arrays for each class type. A separate array for each class type? So there's less branching, more predictable fetching for the CPU. A separate array? Like, you mean, like, an array for what? Like for this? Like for what I was doing? Not array of pointers. For this to be overkill in this case. I appreciate all the advice. Always. Thanks guys for 7 likes, by the way. Appreciate that. So maybe we don't do a virtual void. But I want to, I mean, if you don't listen to me, this thing is fine. Only problem is making a AAA game or something. I mean, I'm trying to do that. That's exactly what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be a AAA game. No, I mean, it's good advice. I just don't. I've never like really done anything with I've never really done too much game dev work like at all, so I'm not really too keen on like, you know, what helps performance, what doesn't. You know. I think I'm just gonna implement it like this for now. And just kind of go from there. So yeah, I'll just do this. I'm sure there's a much better methodology of doing this, but it's okay. Maybe one day, like 3 years from now, I'll come back to this and I'll just look at it and kind of be like, damn, I coded this in front of people and I was okay with that. I guarantee you that's what I'm going to think. I'm going to think that someday. I'm going to be like, I seriously did this? How was I not getting flamed? It's okay though. I don't really think there is even a case where performance is going to be an issue here. Just focus on the project structure is way more important. For this project, yeah. But in the future, if I ever want to, you know, have something that's actually high performant, you know, I need to make myself a pirate software high performance kind of game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the goal, honestly. Above all, that's the goal. Is to get myself a pirate software type of game. Ray tracing, everything, bro. Do we not include? We definitely do, don't we? We actually may not. Oh shit. No, we do. What are you talking about? I mean, we can maybe just do this actually. That actually might not do a thing. Oh, it does. Nice. You'd be surprised how shit a lot of actual code is. You will, and when you do, you don't think in code, but in architecture. Got you. I'm glad I got some experienced people in here. It helps out a lot. All right. So simply just let's actually do return string. Let's actually return a string instead. Because I feel like whenever we do this, yeah, let's no, let's do that. No wait, but we can't do that. We can't do that. Let's just print. Let's just print. We'll do for an archer, we'll do archer. Leave it at that. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't want to be all complex. Now the enemy and the boss class, I feel like these won't be in the final implementation. They were really more so when I had made them at the time. I was like, I really don't want to make other classes right now, so I just did that. Done a baseball event thing. A metaverse game? You worked on a metaverse game? That's pretty sick. I already know, but I just put it in there. That's kind of sick, actually. A metaverse game? Wait, did I change? I mean, boss, okay. That's pretty sick. I remember when Facebook changed their name to Meta. Everyone was like, everyone thought the metaverse was gonna be the next big thing, bro. Or not the metaverse, but like the, you know what I'm talking about? Well, I guess so, yeah, metaverse. I think it was called that back then. It used to be this one application that was pretty big back in the day. 2021. I forgot what they were called, but like all these celebrities were like buying lots. Do you guys remember that shit? Like all these celebrities were buying like lots on this virtual game. Like this blockchain thing, right? Do you guys remember that? Do y'all know what that is? Oh my gosh, what was that, bro? They were like buying property on like a blockchain. Like at the time, I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. This is the future. But like Snoop Dogg bought like some lots or something, and so did like Justin Bieber or something. All the celebrities had Bored Apes. Oh, it's actually kind of crazy how insane crypto used to be. Jeez, I'm curious what you guys think about crypto. I did my research on crypto back in the day. Uh, okay, now we can do. Now we can do the rest. Although I don't know if I can do that because technically it has its own C out. So you can't really do that. Yeah, you can't really do that. So we'd have to do like a or wait, no, we'd have to do this. Yeah. Yeah. I mean I guess that works. Yeah, that should work how I think it needs to. And then did we do anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's test it. Whew. Oh, did we not define it for Warrior? What? I guess we just didn't save it. Is that what it was? Yeah, we didn't save any of these, bro. Bro, what? Okay. Whoa, what just happened? What's up in social dev? How are you? I just ran into some kind of crash. I don't know what just happened. Um, what the hell? It did. Oh, I guess it just. I don't know what that was. Let's test it. B, mage, C, archer, D, healer. Nice. All right, look at that. A is a warrior. B is a mage. C is an archer. D is a healer. That's good. That's good. Perfect. All right, cool. I wonder why you'd not use MSVC if you're working on Windows anyway. By the way, you can also use term color for coloring text in terminal. I am gonna be doing that maybe at the end of the stream, honestly. Yeah, term color. Yeah. I'll probably end up using that library. MSVC. You talking about like up here? Let's do a fight. Okay, so I mean we still have a lot to work on, but it's good that these now print correctly. Oh geez. Okay, so clearly we need to new line on the choose your target. On 3, 1, on 3, 1, on 3. So only one should do that. Okay, but it's not processing the enemy turn, I guess. Yeah, just did turn 1, turn 2. Wait, unless it did, in which case it just didn't print anything, which is that actually could be the case. The full Visual Studio with C compiler and debugger, etc. Oh. I don't know. I guess I've just always rocked with this. Okay. One issue, it's not even processing the actual damage. So that's not good. That means there's more errors. Hmm. You know, we might take a break from debugging the combat stuff and maybe just try to make the game look a little prettier with the color text and the clearing of the console. Okay, and we're gonna get rid of that formulas file and probably just do that differently. I like that idea. I like that idea. Let's make the game look a little better. Because I feel like debugging from there would be pretty easy. Or not easy, well, you know what I mean. But let's just do that for right now. Or sorry. Yeah. I feel like that would make the most sense. If we just do something like that. Because I've been working on that combat system for a minute. And I kind of want to make the game look a little better. Like just visually. That way maybe it's a little easier to kind of pick apart. And that formulas file is bothering me. So we definitely need to do something about that. Let's see, what do we do? We can show how you handle damage. That would make the problem clear, I guess. Well, right, like we could display certain information for sure. We have a method somewhere that used to do that. I guess maybe we're just not calling it because I recently refactored the combat loop. So maybe I just missed printing the actual information after every single turn. I don't even know what we would do in that sense, like how we would print the information. I guess we could, yeah, we could print the damage kind of, yeah, we could print the damage. Like print how much damage was taken off. Yeah. Let me commit these changes. What did we do? Fix more print errors. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Do that more clear. Okay, let's speak English first. And secondly, I'm gonna rename this to do, so that way you guys can also see it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to clear console function. Okay. And then we're gonna do colored text. Okay. Print damage, like battle updates kind of thing, right? Battle updates kind of makes more sense. Because I mean, the way that I was gonna do it is I was gonna do it like, it's not gonna print it after each time you choose. It's gonna print it at the end of when everything. I think something's going on with the queue. That's probably what's going on. I'm not gonna worry about that for right now. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about that for right now. Let's go to the game loop. Or Or I guess we could do, actually, let's not go to the game loop. Let's finish this first. Let's fix this. This is the #1 priority, I think. We're gonna do eliminate awful formulas file. If I can spell eliminate wrong. Eliminate. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this awful looking file. The thing is though, the way that I was thinking of doing this is we would just do, for instance, right, the hefty majority of what this is it's simply just functions that set the stat, like the specific formula for each stat that each class has. So what I was thinking is we would just make pure virtual functions, and in each class it would have the formula that it needs to do. And then in the constructor, construct it, right? That's what I was thinking. I don't know if anyone has a better idea, but I'm open to hear it because this file needs to go. And these can be in the character class. These don't need to be, yeah, these don't need to be here at all, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, this whole file should not exist. This whole file does not need to exist. Concept of callbacks. I've heard of a callback. It's like, I feel like I've only heard of callbacks when it comes to JavaScript. Is it kind of the same thing? Function. Callback is a function or other that is passed as an argument to another function or class, allowing the latter to call back or invoke the provided functionality at a later time or under specific conditions. Okay, I don't know if this is defining it correctly. Or I don't know if it's defining it in a way that I understand. It says... Right, like this one right here is saying like passing functions to functions. Which, I mean, I'm technically doing in the character constructor. Or sorry, not the character constructor. Well, okay, never mind. I was doing it. Well, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't doing that. Those are just pointers to functions. You can store them inside your object. This lets the user of the code specify the behavior that should be executed. So it's a pointer to functions. And you can store them inside of an object. It lets the user of the code specify the behavior that should be executed. So you mean like you could feed your formulas into an object and it'll store them for the damage calls later. Oh, so you mean make like a whole separate object for formulas? Is that kind of what you're talking about? What's up, gamer? I'm good. How are you? On this fine Monday night. It's fine Monday night. I'm already dreaming about what kind of food I'm gonna eat tonight. We've made some progress tonight. We've made very little progress, but we've made progress. Progress is progress. Slow motion is better than no motion, am I right, guys? That's all that matters. Oh, jeez. Okay. So you're saying I ate chicken. They were goddamn good. Chicken momos? No, it's just putting the functions into an object at runtime instead of compile time. Basically, you can put any damage function into it dynamically. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I can kind of envision what you're talking about. But you're saying that the can make a table of multipliers and index the table with the class type. This would be more branchless. Always seem fine, in my opinion. A table of multipliers. Index the table. Interesting. That's an interesting way of going about it. I think I can kind of envision what you're saying, like in terms of putting the function into it dynamically, right? But I guess I'm not really too sure as far as function pointer design. We'll probably do that then in that case. The function pointer design. I'm great. Oh, it's night for you. It's already Tuesday morning for me. Jeez. So much no motion. Bruh. Tuesday morning. Yep. We're a bit behind over here. So. Yeah, we can do that. Hold on. Let me look up Stack Overflow. um, it's like let's see. Like a callback in like class. You know what I'm talking about? There we go. Stack Overflow. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Do I need a library for this? Every example I'm seeing uses some kind of library. Holy shit. Bro. I've never done things like this. Type def float damage callback param 1 param 2 whatever params you want. Interesting. And with the so I guess the parameters would be would be like what class, I guess. Like kinda. The damage callback is the type. And you could use it like int or float. You would use level for the like for one of the params, I'm sure. But like would there be need for like for it to know? Well, maybe, I don't know. Cuz right now they're like fixed values for each. Like I mean, I don't know if you guys looked at this one too much. They're like fixed numbers basically for each one of these. So let me, yeah. I was looking at an example here. The world can lose. The function pointer for the following function can be declared as. This function pointer allows you to call the function indirectly using function pointer. We can also pass this function pointer to any other function as an argument, allowing the feature of callbacks. The function passed to the function. Interesting. Okay. So we would use. I see what you mean. Kind of wrapped my head around it. I'm a little slow though, I'll be honest. And each user-defined function must adhere to the type def. Oh jeez, I just clicked on an ad. Okay, wait, okay, it's starting to click. Hold on, wait. I guess where would we store, like, I don't know, like, how would we still implement this, I guess? Like we store these somewhere, like, I don't know, like in a separate object or something. Or maybe not in a separate object, but so the class can basically store a damage callback magic attack. And you can fill it inside the constructor. Right. I'm seeing the example where you can do something like that now. But where would the functions actually be, I guess? Like, I get in the class, but like the function that we're actually like the actual callback function. You know what I mean? Whenever you create the actual archer or mage, it's basically your world would load the actual object. Okay. So these functions would actually be, like in the games, this would happen at entity spawn time. Right. Right. So as you swap out what function you are calling at runtime. Right, yeah. So the mage could swap out the function for a special mage attack. And so on. Kind of thing that's useful for switching items. Okay. It's kind of clicking. So basically, we'd create a function, or I guess maybe like here in the constructor, we would basically use the callbacks, or we'd have like the constructor construct the stats based on the callback functions. Those callback functions would be stored in the derived classes. And then I guess from there, and then you'd call the attack function inside the code that actually processes an attack. Okay. I can kind of understand what's. I mean, I understand what's the callback mean. Yeah, I got you. Um, yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand kind of what you're putting down. I guess like what I'm thinking is like, okay, so therefore, what we're basically saying is here in the constructor, we would do like the stats, uh, stats dot tag, for instance, would equal like this certain function that would take in, you know, the actual function for computing it, and then set it to that, basically, right? Like a set attack, for instance, instead of a float attack, we would do like, um, well, I'd want these to actually kind of still be here in case we want something else. But basically, uh, we do like a separate function for like setting an attack, but a certain function, like a pointer to a function, would be called to actually set that attack value to what it needs to be, right? Basically. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to implement that. um, and so I guess, so these formulas, these would be stored, like the mage formulas, they would be stored in the mage object and then be called in the constructor, I guess, essentially. When you think about it, you'll be able to completely strip your subclasses because everything becomes dynamic at spawn time. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Okay. Um, we'll just start winging it, I guess. See kind of where we end up. Uh, okay. All right. So we'll need two separate functions for the character then, I guess. We'll need one. No, wait, I think we just need one. One in the character class that sets the value to it depending on what it is. I think. Thanks guys for 10 likes, by the way. Appreciate it. I'm getting tired. So return type, pointer name, then parameter types. So we do type def. Think about what that is. You can define what your character is by the properties you give them. Yeah, I guess so. Stats for leveling? What did we do here? Honestly, let's just change. No, I don't want to change that. That doesn't make sense. Like build, like make attack, set attack, create attack, compute attack, construct attack. Maybe something like that. Yes, just for like a, or it would be like a no wait in the character. Yeah, so it'd be like a type def, and then we're saying a pointer. The pointer name would be like construct attack, and then the parameters for that pointer, which would be, I guess, or like the parameters for that function specifically, which would be the level, right? Or sorry, wait, I have to do float because it would return a float. Return type, yeah. Okay. So construct attack. And basically, what we would do is we would do stats.attack. So would we construct it here, I guess? Like, construct attack. Or wait, is this the is this what would be passed into the actual function? I'm assuming this is what would actually be passed into the actual function. So this is probably actually wrong. You'd feed it there as a parameter. So I'd feed the construct attack. That would be the parameter for the actual function. So it would be like sure. Right, but it would, the construct attack is a type, not a variable. Right. Right. So it would need to, so this would be passed into, this would be passed in as a parameter to the actual function that does what it needs to do, right? So therefore, I'm looking at an example. It's on the address of add. Wait, it's to the address. What it is. So I guess we would do give a constructor a parameter. Construct attack. What's up, Mr. Diamond? How are you doing? Give a constructor a parameter. Construct attack. FN attack. I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on, bro. You can sort as stats attack, FN attack. It just makes an alias. Should type out function pointer syntax and see it's quite ugly, so. Only if stats dot attack is also of type. Only if, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed, but someone made a pull request. Dad clear text discussed last stream. Did someone actually do that? Let's take a little break. Hold on. I need to refresh my mind. At terminal that first time text printed out the console. Who did this? Title says it all. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's fucking sick. We might use this. I mean, I'm gonna look at that after stream. I just want to make sure that everything is good before I do anything with it. But that's pretty sick. Whoever did that, thank you. I don't know if it was you, Mr. Diamond. I don't know if this is you, but whoever did that. Hell yeah. That's pretty sick. W indeed. W indeed. Background? Background, foreground. Clear any text effect. Underline. Underline. Perchancebly, bruh. You said, bro, you came in here like, by the way, someone made a pull request. Like, bruh. I assumed. I just didn't want, I just didn't want to, like, you know, if you didn't want your thing on stream or whatever. Oh, that's sick though. Thank you. That's awesome. It's really like fleshed out too. Is there anything else, or is it just yeah, okay. I was literally, there's no way to prove it, bruh. I was literally gonna work on that tonight too, cause look, I have it like over here. Self glacier. Over there on like the to-dos. We're working on the formulas file right now. We're trying to implement some kind of methodology that I've never even done before. So I'm kind of wrapping my brain around it, but over there also is colored text, so I guess we can remove that. Just remove that real quick. There we go. Well, thank you, Mr. Diamond. If that was you, if it wasn't, then I guess thanks to whoever that was. I don't know. Whoever it was. Shouts out to you. Whoever that was. Since, you know, since we can't prove it, you know. So. All right. Let's get back to it. So you can look up function pointer visually. That's what I'm thinking of doing, honestly, bro. Like, I might just do the formulas file later. I think I will. Because I'm gonna need, like, I need to, like, get, like, right now, like, I'm streaming, so, like, I'm, like, more so, like, okay, let's just, like, build stuff. But, like, in my own time, I think I'm gonna look into that. So we won't do the formulas file today. We'll do that next time. Today or tonight, we'll just we'll focus on clear console function, which we do want to do, and the battle updates. Let's do kind of the easier one. Let's do clear console function, and let's kind of implement that where we want it. So clear console function. There's the escape code, I know. It's somewhere. Oh, I forgot. Someone texted me like hours ago, and I saw their text, but I didn't text back. Okay. Yeah, so this. So we'll just, I might just copy that low key. Clear screen and move cursor to the top left. Do we want to do that? Let's just clear the entire screen. I feel like that would make the most sense. I feel like we don't need the cursor to be inflected. Not for this. You know. Let's test this out. Where should we have this? I don't know, actually. I feel like putting it in character is kind of weird. Like, game would kind of make sense. But then again, well, we could just do game. Honestly, yeah, let's just do game, because I feel like that's all it really would be. We would just need to do it in a game. So we do like a void clear console. Okay. And then it's this, so we'd have to do cout this, I do believe. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay. So cout, that would clear the console. So now, here, the only weird thing is that we're doing like, well, no, I mean, we're printing everything, I think, actually. Here, yes. Yeah. So whenever we're creating the player party, after every loop, we can just do clear console, I think. So, yeah, like at the end of the loop. Yeah, but I wanted to make it like, I saw that, but I wanted to make it like you can like cross-platform, I guess. I mean, I know that this whole thing probably isn't cross-platform, but hey, hey. Clear console. Yeah, so that would happen after every single member is created, I guess. There's a couple other things I kind of want to do. Like for instance, no, actually, never mind. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. And then valid option, that's fine. Clear console. Yeah, I think that would work. Where do you get the string for clear string or clear screen? I got it from just online. Like it was just like an escape code. What, is it not right? Looks like actually everyone usually uses system. Okay, thanks. I didn't know about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it just popped up as an escape code. I mean, we'll see if it works. I don't like it may not. Honestly, we'll see. But we're gonna test it out. So trying to think of what else is usually game loop, print menu. Do we do any error checking on the switch case? Okay, we do. Also, you can reach out to me if you have any questions on the stream if you like. I'd love to help people learn. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I very well might, especially if I'm learning the function pointer thing, which seems really useful. I need to kind of just get, I just need to get more familiar with it. You know what I mean? But as soon as I get familiar with it, I think I'll find it very useful. So I do appreciate the advice. You know, we might want to like add like a timer. Not like a timer, but like for instance, sometimes maybe I want like some text to like be displayed like only for like a little bit and then you know what I mean? Yeah, because then that would make it a little bit more game-like. That wouldn't make it like, yeah, I think that would make sense. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that would make it more game-like. Look at that. Let me just focus on what I'm doing right now, and we'll kind of go from there. Actually. Okay. So I think we might actually have to put it in the combat loop too. Or not the combat loop, but like the combat file. Is there an easier way to do this? I feel like there's an easier way to do this. Because that doesn't really make sense to put it in many different files. I don't know actually. Because the clear console, like I want it to be stored somewhere where kind of anything can reach it, basically. But the combat loop needs to have access to it too. I guess we could just, I mean, we could just copy the same functionality, but like that seems like the lazy option. So that's probably what I'm gonna do actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Even though it's very well the lazy option. I don't care at this point. I just want my game to work. I want it to look good. We can do everything else later. Damn, what song is this? I'm telling you, Spotify be putting me on sometimes. Okay. Combat. So we'd probably just copy it, I guess. We just change the combat though. Perfect. Problem solved. Okay. Because the combat loop is gonna have a lot of moments where I need to do that too, right? Like after the player party and the enemy party is displayed, then like, you know, make your game instance a singleton, then you'd be able to call it from anywhere. What the fuck? Singleton. Huh. Singleton. Design pattern that ensures a class has only one instance and provides a global point of access to it. Oh. You're saying make like the game class. Make that a singleton. I see what you're talking about. Oh. So you'd have like a method. Wait, how do you, okay, so you would make like a method that would get the instance, I guess. Huh? Or is that not how that works? Oh, no, wait. Let me see. Let me see an example really quick. Because that sounds interesting. That's kind of what I would want. Except about to be the single instance. Get instance. Instance. Wait, what? What? Oh, there's like different methods of doing this. That's interesting. But this shit get complex quick. We could try that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's try to implement something like that. So it's like you make like a static method. It's the alternative to just passing things down by argument. But if you do it, the result is what you wanted. Right, so like, for me to be able to use that method elsewhere, basically. Basically. We can try that. Let's do, so we'd go here and we'd make like a static method, I guess. And it's like, what's it say? So we would return a reference to the class. So it'd be like, game, or it'd be like game, and then get instance, basically, right? I think so. So this would, and what we would do inside of it, according to Stack Overflow, is we would do, that's not good because you see where things are being used. Full variables are convenient though if you don't pass those arguments. And then up here, we would do, what was it again? Wait, would I just need to point out, I think, game reference, game, and then get instance? Is that the right syntax? Example of implementation. And then static game. We create a variable of game, and then we return that variable. Right? Kind of what we're talking about? I think so. I'm not sure if that's right. So that means that now instead we can do, like, instead of having in the combat class, basically, right? So instead of in the combat class us literally making another clear console, does that mean that we can now use clear console here in the combat loop, essentially? Yeah, just a single variable you're only gonna do. Right, right, yeah. Right. Okay. I think it's clicking. Oh, geez. love getting an email about my payment plan at college. We need to set the constructor and copy constructor private such that you can't accidentally create another instance with them. It's static, so it will continue to live even when the function returns. Interesting. Hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, no, I understand. Um, so basically, if I wanted to use clear console, if I wanted to use it here and clear, um, wait, but what? How does that, like, I understand what that's doing, but how does that do what I was trying to do? Like, if I wanted to call the method from game, but just in an entirely separate class. Game, get instance, clear console. And I'd be able to do it here? Or would that only be available, like, in the main function, or like in the main, for instance? Gotcha. Okay. So I'd still have to include the game header. That's no problem. But then again, doesn't that might lead to issues though? Because combat is, because wouldn't that be like a, you know what I'm talking about? Like, because that was my worry, is that I don't want to call the game. Because what I don't want is I don't want like a linking error, or like you know what I'm talking about, where like you include. I mean, downside you can't have more than one game. Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't need more than one game. Yeah, but then wouldn't I like if I included game for combat, that would lead to an error because combat is included in game, and then game would be included in combat. But so I'd still have to include it then in that case. Or it can't happen. Game should be a singleton in your case. But you shouldn't clear the console inside the game class. It isn't dependent on anything. Okay. Interesting. Um, what's up? Uh, shit. How do you pronounce that? You taught me how to pronounce it once. She she vanish? It was like she something. I think I got I don't know. That's closer than last time. Last time was terrible. Last time I did it was terrible. So Wait, forward declaration time. Forward declaration. She wa inch she wa inch. I don't know. She wa inch. So the V is silent? Gupta. I should have said that. Brother, I was gonna say. I was gonna say, bro, what the? Nah, you know what's funny? Just want to say a quick hi. Well, hi. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Doing it right? Okay. I'm gonna do better next time, I promise you. I'll do better next time. I will do better next time. Trust me. Why don't we just make a console class? You should rather have another console singleton or something. So therefore, we'd have another console class that we could do the same thing, basically that as that, and use that, I guess, anywhere. Can't stay long, I have some work. All right, well, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you. Best of luck to your work. Good luck to you. Appreciate it. You too. The downside, especially passing the game as an argument, might be more organized. Here you can access it from anywhere. There's no explicit passing going on. This is also quite convenient. Okay. Might be more organized. So basically this is probably a little disorganized. Or doing it like this way is a little more disorganized. Okay. Side note, look at how cool this can looks. Hold on. Just really quick side note. Look at how cool this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I want to show that off. Show the cool can that I got. This is a really common in game development though. Well, I'm gonna have to learn about them then. Oh, I thought it was Monster. Nope. Arizona tea. Arizona tea. I had a Red Bull earlier. Where it went. But not anymore. So great until you want some multi-thread. Isn't that like a really big deal in game development? Like multi-threading? Like multi-threading is a pretty big deal, isn't it? Skeletons are an easy way to spaghetti your code though, because as you've seen, using it everywhere chains everything together, right? Yeah. That might not be great. I don't... Hold on. For big game engines, right, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You could view function pointers and design patterns later stream. Yeah. You know what I should do? I should have like a learning stream. Like where I just learn like these new concepts or something like that. That'd be pretty sick. Got chat blibs. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I want to learn more about that, but I'm a little lost right now. Yeah, like a like a learning stream. I don't know if that's really entertaining though, but it would be something. It would be something. We should get together in Discord or something to help you. Yeah, for sure. What's my Discord again? Hold on. Let me see what my Discord name is. I always forget. Oh yeah, I changed it recently. Here, I'll put my Discord name in chat if you wanna add me on there and do that. Why is my text black? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to bet. Yeah, definitely gonna try to add some people. So that way I can boost my knowledge. You know, clearly I need to do some refactoring. But is there anything else I want to do this stream? Send. All right, bet. I'll accept it. Okay, I'll accept both y'all's. I don't think if there's anything else I want to do this stream. I feel like most of I need to review the PR before I merge it, and then I need to look into two concepts: function pointers and singletons. Right, like, you know, that the design pattern. I need to look into more design patterns for object-oriented programming in general, honestly. I didn't really follow any sort of design pattern. I kind of just went, you know what I mean? Just review the changes, I guess, at the end. What do you mean? Like for the PR? Are you referring to the PR? Because, I mean, obviously, it's just one. Like, what did I change in the code base? Oh, like today? Well, I added. I mean, I committed the other changes earlier. So that's kind of like fixed. And then we already pushed those. And since then, not much has really changed. I mean, not too much has changed, I don't think. We've really only done, what did we do to character? What happened there? I think we simply just, oh right, yeah, we added this. We added this, which we're not really using. Right. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely need to probably just review some of those changes off stream. Or not the changes, but review some of those other concepts off stream. The design patterns, the function pointers, everything. And then I think either tomorrow or Wednesday I'll stream next. And we'll do one more stream with the text-based RPG, and then I'll go to my virtual pet that I've been looking at. Wouldn't function be preferred over function pointers? I saw that was also an option. You mean like the library, right? Hold on. Right. There's like yeah. I'd have to look into that too. Yeah, and bind. Also for note making, we can use TL draw. For what? For note making? Oh, for note making. I was like, wait, what? For note making? What are those things? It's more the C++ way, but there's a bit more default because of the API. What are these things? Oh, it's like a whiteboard. Oh, for like to display on the stream. Is that kind of what you're talking about in social dev? That'd be a good idea. I like that idea. TL draw. I'm assuming that's the same thing. I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably just bust out MS Paint, like you know, like our good friend Pirate Software. You know what I mean? Just MS Paint, draw like the most basic concepts about him working at Blizzard for 7 years, and then there we go. We got ourselves a YouTube short. You know? I think MS Paint's plenty. Let's just be Pirate Software. Why not, right? Is there any other like simple bugs I could fix? Like just before I go? I guess really no. Not really. Not before like learning more about those other things off stream. And then from there we could implement a better solution to some of the bugs, or not bugs, but some of the things that I want to fix. So yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and end stream in that case. I didn't want to stream for too long tonight, if I'm being honest, so I very tired, so but yeah, appreciate the support, guys. Pretty chill stream. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out the repository if you guys want to check out the actual project itself. And yeah, make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't already, please. Pretty please, trying to get to 600. Hopefully maybe by the end of the month. That really may not be doable, but we'll see. Thank you for the stream. Of course, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for streaming though. Yeah, of course. I enjoy streaming. Thank you guys so much for the help. Got some good experienced devs in here, so that's always amazing. So have a good night, guys. Stay safe. All right, I'll see you guys later.